Assalamu alaikum. This is Sadia Sheikh. Welcome to another incredible episode of Pakistan Coaching Alliance podcast. Today, I'm honored to have with me a truly remarkable guest, Emmanuel Bathura. He's an international speaker, trainer, humanitarian, leadership coach, certified Maxwell team leader, and he's also founder of Global Leaders Talk and Joy International Public Speaking Podium. Today, we will be diving into the incredible journeys of Emmanuel. So let's get started. Welcome to the podcast, Emmanuel. How are you?
Hi, Sadia. Good evening. Thank you so much for this warm invitation. I'm very excited to be with you, and I take pleasure in joining your PCA, Pakistan Coaching Alliance. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you for being here. I'm so excited to have this conversation with you. So, Emmanuel, you have 25 years of teaching experience, right? Across India
Yes.
and overseas, right? What first inspired you to step into the world of education and leadership?
Thank you, host. So the first inspiration goes back to my school days, I guess. When I was a student, there was a teacher who takes a good lead to inspire others. So I remember his name is Joy. Joy. So even my international public speaking podium has been termed as Joy. Of course, that has not been expanded. His name is Joy only. Joy means just open yourself. That is an acronym. So what I want to tell is that he used to take interest in encouraging. In school days, I was not sure to speak in English, but the way he motivated me, it took me to the next level. So from there, I never stopped his principles, his guidance. That is the inspiring thing I remember. Of course, I am in touch with him. Even after school, college, university, even after marriage, I met and I show my reverence to him. So education is a foundation for our any professional or personal life. Whereas leadership is what you build after education. So education is a noble service. I don't know what profession can be better than education. The other related to commercial. Whereas here, education is related to service. So I chose this. That inspiration I got from my school days continues till today. But the leadership that I chose has extra and inspiring insights from Maxwell when I go through his books, his videos, and all. It took a later period, of course, but internally, I feel that that leadership is inbuilt through your character, where you feel like taking some responsibility when no one does. So that's the inspiration I can call it.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, what was the turning point that shifted you from being a teacher and lecturer to becoming an international speaker?
Good question, Sadia. Thank you. So
And
when you
also
look
humanitarian.
at, yeah, please, humanity.
International
Right,
speaker.
right, right.
Yeah.
I will respond to the three
Yeah.
points. Okay, being a teacher, a lecturer, or a trainer, and a leadership coach and a humanitarian. These points. I'm a learner and earner. I was a learning and earning. As
Mhm.
a postgraduate student, we worked in a school for limited time where we used to get our pocket money and went to college in the afternoon. Morning, I was working, and afternoon, I was attending college. So this kept me personally growing, professionally dealing with my education and qualifying. So as soon as I finished my education, I got a private job as a lecturer where I got experience with the youngsters, maybe plus two, we call it. So through that, my educational profession increased. But this is confined to maybe a college, a school, or limited area. But the passion is to have a global outlook. So where I felt I should excel in my career, so I got an opportunity to go abroad, the first country like Maldives or Singapore, other country, and even now Sultanate of Oman. These are all educational fields. From here, what led me for the leadership? So you're confining in a comfort zone. So teaching the limited way, but leadership is having an extra horizon where you can reach unlimited horizons. So that made me, oh, let me not focus just the profession. Let me aim at my passion. That is leadership, where we reach globally. So today we are connected more than 10 to 15 countries where the leaders are connected with me. We interact through global leaders talks, and it gives me immense joy. So this is where you were once, but where you are today. So it makes all the difference.
Yeah, that's amazing. I think it's a wonderful to know, okay, you are doing, because one of the main reason is joy, right? One of the main
That's
reason
good.
is
That's good.
joy.
That's good.
Yeah.
And I have one more point here as a humanitarian. So
Hmm.
humanitarian is nothing but as a human being, how you act instead of reacting, act. First, you should act. The thing is, most times we feel like reacting. Reaction may not get results, but your action has results. So when you see a person who is in need and you are able to do it, do it. So Immanuel Kant, one of the philosophers, says you help somebody not because of sympathy or you feel sad, nothing. You help because you can help. So that concept I really like. If I have something, I do help. So this is the case
Yeah.
related to humanity. But let me tell you a small story. One day I saw an old woman falling near some street. When I saw her, I was just going. I was shocked. Who is this? She was like crying. She sat there and crying. I stopped her. What happened? So she was just telling, I don't understand what she was. But I parked my bike there and it is walkable to my house. I took her and I gave her food and I gave her shelter that night. So everything was fine. And of course, I gave her a little money in the morning to go because morning I had to go back to college. But what happened? She is none other than the woman who I used to see every day in front of my house. So this was my neighbor, and their family members didn't allow her to stay. They told her to go away. So this was the story. When I took pity on her, they started scolding me. Why? What are you doing? So it happens sometimes. When you do good things, also sometimes you get back some retaliation. So no problem. But
Yeah.
this is what I felt like: be a human being to show humanitarian spirit.
That's so true, and that's profound.
Thank you.
As you are Maxwell certified train team member and leadership coach too, what are some of one of the most important and powerful lessons you have learned about leading people effectively?
It's a very great question. So let me
Okay.
come back to one point. Maxwell inspires millions of people all over the globe and
Yeah.
it multiplies. So
Yeah.
I have been reading a book, Becoming a Person of Influence. It's my favorite, though there are many other books. Even High Road Leadership is also a lot I like. But let me comment on Becoming a Person of Influence. Here I noted four M's. M. The first M stands for model. You need to choose a model because everything you like to do, you follow some model. So for you, who is your role model? Your father or your brother, your teacher or someone else? Choose a model according to no force at all. So try to imitate what is good in him or in her. If you don't have model, maybe you think what is right or wrong is with your perspective. So be choosing that model first. The second one, motivation. So get motivation from somebody. Oh, he is the one who motivated me, inspired me. Feel that. So you have a model, you have a motivator, because you are taking that so that you will do one day all these. So you have the first one, you chose a model and he or she motivated you. The third one, get a mentor. So you should be mentored. It's not you have a model or some motivation. Your motivation to get into activation, someone should train you well. So here you need a mentor, a teacher, a trainer. So choose your mentor. So the one who is your model or who motivated you or someone else. It can be different people for model one, for motivation one, for mentoring one. And the last P is multiply. Not you got a model and the motivation and you have got some, what is that? What I said, multiply. So these things are not enough. Unless you do it, you should leave it. So the first one, as you choose model, the second one motivated you. The third one, you have, what is the third one I said? Do you remember?
No, not now. I think you just said two things. I think
Two things.
modern,
The third
yeah,
one, mentor. You
momentum, yeah,
mentor.
momentum, yeah.
So if you jump to multiply, you don't have anybody to coach you. So mentoring is important. So one should be always, you're a leader or one thing, you should have these four steps. These are the things I really love from the book, Becoming a Person of Influence. So I repeat once again,
Yeah,
choose a
please.
model
Hmm.
for the first step. Second one, motivate, the motivation
Yeah.
part. The third one, mentoring, the mentorship. And the fourth one, multiplying. So what value you got, you should be multiplying. You learn something, you should share so that the value is getting multiplied. So this is the
Okay.
most important lesson I take from Maxwell's writings, and I do that.
That's, I think, amazing. I think that's such a such, I think, amazing. I think I learned too that these are so important. Model, motivate, mentoring, and multiplying. Yeah. Wow. Mm.
That's good. The four M's concept.
Yeah. Okay, you have also founded two platforms like Global's Leader Talk and Joy International Public Speaking Podium. So these are such a big platform right now. What gap did you see that made you start these initiatives?
Yeah, if you go back to COVID period, COVID pandemic,
Okay.
yeah, 2020. I still remember month of April, I guess, when I started. It is called leadership awareness creation. So we started not exactly with joy, leadership
Okay.
awareness creation. So where we encouraged people to create awareness of leadership to control the people to have social distance about COVID. So all the children were talking about, so sanitize yourself, be clean, maintain distance. These went on more than 10 to 15 sessions. From there, I found the gap. The children were not able to communicate their confidence level. So the three C's, like confidence level, no commitment, no clarity. So these gave me like a gap for them. So I started teaching them communication skills. So when I gave communication skills 2, 3 months for free, slowly we started public speaking podium. So public speaking podium is the title we put from uh, leaders creation awareness. I mean, we just started as an awareness program. Later, it became a public speaking. From there, we have 200 sessions without any gap. So every remarkable session like 100th and 200th, we celebrated also, calling some VIPs. We made a great progress. Then from 201, we changed it to Joy International Public Speaking Podium, where it has expanded to other speakers like Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore, UAE, even USA. So here and there, and Timor-Leste,
Mm.
Bangladesh, and India and Oman, these countries, most of the participants are from these. So it has become a great contribution from other speakers from different parts of the globe to become international. Or else before, since we were in Oman, Oman and Indians only used to participate. It was limited. So now this gap, what I found, the communication gap or the confidence gap or the clarity gap among the students gave rise to public speaking. But coming to GLT, once I got certified, I felt most professionals don't value the investment in themselves. They think that they're qualified, they have a job, and they have salary, they wait for the increment, promotions, it goes on. And if you take a survey, how many of the employees have really invested once they got job, maybe government job or a corporate job which pays well, rarely find nothing. But whereas I feel I should be a lifelong learner. That's why I never stop learning. Even today, I'm a student of research. I'm doing my PhD, so I'm the last phase. So this is how it keeps me. For that gap, let me add value to the professional people also through leadership. So I got certified. I want to equip myself and so that I can equip others. So this is the gap that I identified. So the three C's concept of gaps: one commitment, another confidence, another clarity. So these three, if one has, he or she would really invest in closing the gaps.
Nice.
I hope it's clear.
Commitment, yeah, commitment, confidence, and clarity, right?
Yes, yes,
That's amazing, I think. Many aspiring leaders struggle with confidence in public speaking, right? Many
yes.
aspiring leaders they are in such a big position, but they somehow struggle with confidence in public speaking. What advice would you give to someone who wants to step onto the stage but feels held back by fear? Yeah.
Yeah, it's obvious. It happens as long as we are not able to get returns. So you invested something or your flow of income is less, then you feel that you have some gap. So even most of the times, the digital marketing or the people who share the tips on social media, they also find some gap in them so that through their gaps, they try to find solutions by sharing also. Here, anyone who identifies, because I identify those gaps in myself. For example, I will go with 5 E's concept. 5 E's. The first E, you should eliminate the distractions. There are many things that distract you. If you want to take the decision, maybe good or not, you are not clear about it. So first thing, you should have clarity what you should remove in your journey. It should be clear. So eliminate all the things that distract your growth of journey. So this is the first E. The second E, okay, now you eliminated. You need something. You need something, right? You need to equip what you need to grow in the path. So you're traveling. When you travel, you need a passport, you need ticket, you need some pocket money, you need your dress and everything. You have equipped yourself to go on a travel. How long? Is it 1 week, 1 month, or 1 year? So you need things.
Mm.
In the same way, you chose your direction, your path, maybe low road or middle road or high road, according to John C. Maxwell. So accordingly, you should equip. So this is the second thing. The third E, you should engage. So now you equipped yourself. You have things. It is not possible that you go alone. You have to engage somebody with some work, with some passion. You need to build a team to engage someone. So invite the people, like-minded people. So how you eliminated, you teach them. How you equipped, you teach them. So engage. So you're engaging yourself and engaging others. So first you engage. How do you engage? By learning. So get as much as possible to feed yourself mentally, physically, psychologically, whatever it. This is the third E, engage. Once you do that, then encourage. So you need to have some self encouragement. Don't expect someone to encourage you. Oh, you're doing good. May not be uh, found by anybody. So what you do sometimes it's like a one man show. So go ahead. There may be less people to motivate you. So this is called encouragement. Self encouragement is required. Yeah, I am doing well. Okay, it's enough for me. That satisfaction is required. Encourage. So when you encourage yourself, you can encourage others. Don't expect someone else encourages you so that you encourage. But it is not from you. So the encouragement should come within you. And the last is empower. So what you have inbuilt, it comes out. You cannot simply keep it. So empower others so that you are building a brand or trust in others that you experience and you are able to share experience and you are able to build a trust in others. So in this way, if one understands to apply this 5 E's concept, I hope we don't struggle. That's what my feeling.
Yeah, yeah, these are amazing. I haven't know about that also. So yeah, thanks for that.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Mm, okay, so okay, you have such a diverse career path, right? First, you were
Yeah.
a researcher, then teacher. You must have faced challenges in this path because nothing comes easy, obviously, right? So, can you please share a moment when uh, maybe when things didn't go planned as you thought? So, what was that moment? And
Yeah.
anything?
When you say diverse, uh, the diverse word may not be uh, that fit for me, I guess, but I have diverse roles, let me tell you. So the challenges are, so I was a teacher, I was a lecturer, teaching in school, teaching in colleges, and afterwards teaching overseas. So this is one complete journey at teacher. So I was teaching Indian curriculum as well as a British curriculum. So I was able to do well. But the recent one is a challenging thing. So where I started working in a petroleum sector, which is new. So it happened, I was just one day called to evaluate some engineers in their communication skills, writing skills. So when I went and I did that, the company liked my style and they hired me for temporary purpose, just for a few months. So they liked my style and they hired me later part. So now from school or college teaching side to totally industrial side, where I have to know about mechanical engineering, chemical engineering, process engineering, instrumentation, which is new. So I used to learn about. So I'm like a bridge between the trainer from chemical engineering to other general communication. So from a communication trainer to the technical trainer, I really got a big challenge. So I used to learn about the plant, the equipment, the tools. So this was a big challenge, but I was able to overcome. And by God's grace, I worked in oil and gas industry without any single remark for the last 12 years. So exactly June 30th, my contract got finished. And from there, I was preparing myself for the leadership. Exactly. I gave my passion to leadership and I am now full term working on leadership. So this was a big challenge.
Okay, that's totally amazing. I think wow, you jumped into a different field and you just got through it. Wow. So yeah, another question from
Let
audience.
me
Someone
add
asked.
here one more point. One more
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
Actually, during this period itself, I got also a chance for leadership. So I was also chosen as one of the members of the panels, a recruitment panel, where in the existing country, I was chosen to evaluate the best students to represent the country to participate in one of the conferences that was called LOT, Leaders of Tomorrow. Leaders of Tomorrow, LOT. So I used to ask questions years back. Are you a leader? How do you say you are a leader? Give me one example to prove that you are a leader. So this has reminded me when I choose the path of leadership years later in a structured way through Maxwell certification. So that's what I am thankful for this country, for the companies I have worked. It's amazing.
Wow, yeah, it's amazing, really. Okay, so someone asked me to ask this question from you, some from audience.
Please.
As you are a coach too, so how you make people understand why they need coaching? Can you be help understand people why they need coaching?
Good question. I really like it. See, the person who is sick doesn't like to be identified as sick because he hides his sickness. Similarly, the person who can be coached, he would not show himself or herself coachable by creating an awareness. So the global leaders talk is a creation of awareness where one feels the need. Oh, these people are able to talk, influence others. They have a lot of followers positively. They add value. So this automatically feels that there is a gap. How I attended John Maxwell's conference and felt I should be coached. Similarly, you should be able to create that need in your own environment. People also realize that there is a gap. It's not you identify gap. As a leader, you should identify their potential and give a room for them to identify their gaps. That's why when I call someone to speak, oh, I may not be speaking because it's a global leaders talk. I'm not certified. They identify the gap. No, no, no. You can't speak. Please come out. It's not always required that you should be certified. You have that potential. Come. You come and check your potential. If there is gap, we are there to close it. It's one team. So this is the way we try to show the person who is interested in growth. If he's or she is not interested in growth, it's a bit difficult to influence.
So true. No, okay. And any invention you did, like what is your own biggest development through coaching?
Yeah. The biggest development is connecting to a lot of leaders. If I'm not a Maxwell certified coach or speaker or trainer, I cannot reach globally. I can expand in my area. They see my talent and they come. Of course, leadership is always with your responsibility. Anyone who takes responsibility becomes a leader. That's why, even one point I would like to add from Maxwell, I have learned also the ripple effect. Ripple, ripple effect. What is that ripple? Here also an acronym. R stands for the responsibility as a leader. You need to take responsibility. So R, that is R. I, you should inspire. Your duty is because you are a leader, you should inspire because people do not know the value of leadership. So you should inspire in a way they understand. They can feel the need for that. So the first one, R, ripple stands for responsibility, I for inspiration. Then P, the first P, perseverance. Don't think that you started and you would become a great leader today and you will learn money. No. So you need to have perseverance, commitment, consistency. So this perseverance is a test for you, whether you experience poverty or trouble, whatever it may be. So this makes you strong in your commitment. So this is the P. And the next P is presence. You should be present with the team. Don't that you are a speaker, you will appear only on the stage or somewhere hidden your writing books and your grades. No, you should be visible. You should be present with the people who work with you, who want to see you. So this is present. So the first R, it is responsibility. The second I, it is inspiration. The third P, it is perseverance. And the fourth P is your presence. And L, never stop learning. You should be learning continuously. Maybe today you find John Maxwell books, tomorrow you have to find other books. Learn and equip, as I was telling in the previous way. So learn. When you learn, you enjoy new things.
Yeah,
The
true,
last
so true.
letter, the last letter, E, empathy. Whatever you learn,
Mhm.
whatever you don't show off, you should empathize, understand the other person. Maybe sometimes in the starting itself, someone couldn't come. It doesn't mean you go emotional. What happened? Why? No one has come. It's not your part. Your part as a leader is the P, perseverance. So sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. This should be the logic. Not always you win or lose. No, you win or learn. So in this way, the ripple effect is very essential when you are in your journey of leadership. I hope I am
Yes,
clear.
yeah, yeah. You're very much clear. Okay, one last question. I'm aware of time. So, what
Please.
are the, if you could go back, what advice you would give to your younger self?
Really, this is a big question. If I go
Okay.
back to my, at least the first days of my earning, when I started with my first salary, I would advise all the professionals who are going to start or have started financial literacy. So sometimes you are tempted by the world that you should buy this, buy that. No, try to maintain financial literacy. Is it required to buy with your income what you are? Whereas I was not much educated or guided. Of course, I had a friend who was able to guide me, but I didn't take his advice properly, or else today I would have millions. But now I am able to understand. If I go back, let me advise not to spend unnecessarily. So, if you get 1,000 rupees, you should be able to save 700 and 300 you spend for you. 30% you spend. 70% you should be able to save. Then you understand what is really the growth in your income. If you have your personal growth and you do not have financial growth, people do not see you growing. How come you are a leader and you always remain in poverty? What is this? It doesn't match you. So that growth, that's why John Maxwell has shown that he has grown and he is a millionaire today. And whereas often teachers, trainers, we remain as poor because we get and we spend. So this is what, if I go back to myself, and now I feel better that I am trying to take the responsibility. Oh, what is required to spend? If not, oh, today iPhone 17 has come. How much? Let me spend. There are guys who are running behind the shops and just spending a lot, whether that is their earning or the parents' earning. So this is what I want the younger generation or the people who want to grow should be able to have financial literacy. Say
That's, yeah,
30,
that's an amazing.
70. That will be.
Yeah.
Even Warren Buffett says the same thing. So he is a rich man, he may say, but well, let us not quote them. Ourselves, whatever we earn, try to spend. If you're spending for yourself, not for the family and all, individually, you can spend 30% for you. You want to buy something or you want to educate something, that's fine. But if you totally spend everything on you and again you borrow from others to pay the tuition fee, the school fee, for food, who will pay when you do not have a job? So this you should be conscious when you are earning point. That's I feel.
That's amazing advice. I think everyone should follow that. Who is young enough to follow this, or
Yeah,
anyone,
really.
anyone, no matter what
Yes.
age it is. So yeah, thank you so much for joining, Emmanuel. I have personally learned so many things from you. No, I'm definitely sure audience will learn too, learning too from you. So thank you so much. Take care. Allah Hafiz. अपना बहुत take care. Okay.
Thank you so much, Sadia, for hosting me, and it's my pleasure participating and having good time with Pakistan Coaching Alliance. God bless us all. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.